Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to learn all about swing trading and day trading from a nationally known expert. His journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
Well, I can't think of anything more confusing than the stock market. It goes up, it goes down. People make money when it goes up, and people make money when it goes down. And so there's something called swing trading and day trading. And day trading took on a bad name many years ago because people were being reckless with their money. But there is a system, and there's a formula to make money. And Kam Dasani has cracked the code. He is a futures and options trader. He's a crypto investor and a financial consultant. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Appreciate you. Yeah. All right, let's do justice to day trading, because I remember in the late 90s, right before the bubble burst, there were people who were like risking hundreds of thousands of dollars on a single trade, and they made fortunes and lost fortunes in a single day, and it kind of took on a bad name. But in the last few years, a lot of Gen Zs are really into day trading. Okay, let's talk about day trading.
Yeah, so the way day trading happened or worked in the 90s is a lot different than the way it works today, because there are companies that are called prop firms. I'm not sure, have you heard of prop firms before? Okay, so prop firms are basically companies that bet on the best traders and give them money to trade with. So imagine this. I'm a prop firm, you're a trader. I give you $50,000 in a trading account. It doesn't go to your bank account, but it sits in a trading account. What you can now do is day trade with that money. And if you win, you keep 80% of the profits. Now, here's the best part. When you lose, you're not responsible for anything.
Wow.
So prop firms have set up their own industry. In the futures world, it's regulated by the Chicago Market Exchange.
Yes.
So regulated, and basically they bet on the best traders. So as long as you can show them that you're worth giving money to, they will give you money, which is essentially risk-free to you.
Yes. Okay, we're going to talk about swing trading in a minute, but Kam puts out these amazing videos, so let's go ahead and roll this now.
There's day trading and there's swing trading, right? You obviously know the difference. Right. Day trading means you're buying and selling in the same day. Swing trading means you're buying on one day and selling on another. All we're doing is sharing with you guys what we're doing on our swing trades, which means, hey, on Monday, you're going to enter a trade that we enter if you want to, and then on Friday, we're going to tell you when to sell. You don't have to do any of the hard work that we're doing behind the scenes on market analysis and everything that we do to make sure that you're successful. And full conviction swings are literally the most hands-off way anybody with a corporate job can make real money in the stock market.
Okay, let's talk about that a little bit. So swing trading, and I'm a fan because Apple goes up and down, Nvidia goes up and down. There's money to be made on both sides. Talk about swing trading and how you do it wisely.
Yeah. So to make it very simple for the audience, swing trading is when you are making a prediction about what's going to happen to a stock by a certain date. The important part is that you're buying time. So every swing trade has a contract and it has an expiration date, which basically means, hey, we're predicting that this is going to happen by this date. So all of that fluctuation that you're talking about, as long as we buy enough time and make a long-term prediction, and by long-term, I mean anything can happen within 2 weeks and we can make our money, all the way up to 6 weeks, 8 weeks, or even a year out. But if you're strategically doing it and buying time in the right way, that's where the real money is made. As opposed to just saying, hey, I'm going to dump a bunch of money into Tesla stock.
Sure.
Well, you can lose money very, very quickly. And even when you gain money, or make money, I should say, you have to have a very big budget for it to be worth it. Whereas with swing trading, you can just buy a certain amount of contracts and make money while the market moves.
Yes. And tell me how people engage you, because they're not investing money with you necessarily. They're buying a membership.
Correct. So we give people the power to learn how to swing trade and day trade as well by following our trades. So we teach them the basics of how to enter and exit trades, which on the swing trading side literally takes 45 seconds a day. There's only 3 buttons you can click: the name of the stock, the prediction you want, and the date. Oh, and 4, the number of contracts you want.
Yes.
So how heavy do you want to bet? A lot of trades cost only $300 to get into. But at the same time, you buy $300 of Tesla shares, it doesn't really matter. It's not going to make you that much money.
Yes.
But if you buy the swing trades, it does matter. So how people engage with me, they pay for a membership. We teach them how to trade, and then they can copy their copy our trades at their own discretion.
And you were telling me before the show you have a favorite client success story.
Yeah. Will, if you're watching this, you know it's you. Will was a tech sales manager, President's Club, very high performer in his early 40s. And he has a passion to basically build his tech company of his own, which is essentially to help local vendors in Colombia get their products out there. So think like the Amazon of Colombia,
Sure.
right? And basically he didn't have enough time to work full time and run his business effectively, just too much work. And I've obviously had the same struggle, so I resonate with that. First, I taught Will how to swing trade, which buys his time back, because entering and exiting swing trades doesn't take a lot of time. You don't need to watch charts on a day-to-day basis. You just need to enter and exit at the right times, and those are on different days. Okay. Once he was making money swing trading, he now can leave his job. And then at that point, now he's putting more money into day trading. So now he's swing trading and day trading at the same time. They don't interfere with each other.
Yes.
And now he has the money to fund his business.
Which is amazing. And you say basically buying your time back.
Exactly.
Talk more about that.
Yeah. So I think for me, and this is why I resonate with Will and why we decided to work together. When I was working in tech, I was a top performer, enterprise software sales rep, and I had a lot of business ideas, and I was always very scattered because, working a tech sales job is a lot of work. So buying my time back was important to me because I could not pursue a full-time business or full-time entrepreneurship unless I wasn't working my full-time job. Swing trading was the first thing that allowed me to do that because I could make money within 2 to 8 weeks and eventually compound that money into, 8, 10, 15K a month in income. Now I can walk away from my job. Then I can put more time into day trading and then fund whatever passion I want.
Amazing. You also have a very popular podcast. We're going to pull that up on the screen, and I want you to talk about the podcast and the kinds of guests that you like to interview. Tell me more.
Yeah, I like to interview experts in whatever field that they are. So that can be health experts, that can be people that teach you how to host events and build a high quality network and social circle. Really anything that is valuable to people and valuable to the everyday person like myself. I love to interview experts like that.
Outstanding. I want to talk about your nonprofit because it's called The Good Boys, and I want you to explain this. We'll put this website on the screen, but tell me about The Good Boys.
Yeah, so shout out to Ben Williams. He's the founder of The Good Boys, and essentially The Good Boys is, the mission is to help ex-military get into internet money, okay? Because when Ben was in the military, he had a hard time, after he exited, basically figuring out, okay, what's the next step for him outside of this? Sure. He had a lot of high quality traits, but no real guidance or path. And that's what the Good Boys mission is. So we are approved to be a nonprofit in Austin, Texas, actually. And what we're looking for right now is donors to help fund this mission.
Outstanding. We have about 2 minutes left. So why don't you talk to the person who's thinking about doing something with you? I mean, they're tired of the life that they're living and the way they've been investing their money. What do you want to say to that person?
So I'll say this, most corporate professionals, they have one of two problems. Either they don't know how to invest, or they're investing in very safe, simple things that really isn't going to change their life. Those things are typically your company's 401k or the S&P 500, which is fine, but don't expect to become rich or financially free off of those things. Those things, and 401k aside, the S&P and other index funds, those are great to preserve money, but they're not that great for growing money with respect to vehicles like swing trading or day trading at a high level. If that sounds like something that you're interested in, having money outside of your 9 to 5 that you can actually use to fund passions or business ideas of your own, you can DM me on Instagram at Profit with Kam, Profit with KAM, and I'd love to have a conversation with you. On top of that, anybody from your listeners, I will audit your stock portfolio for free if you shoot me a DM with the word Jeff Crilley.
Outstanding. Thank you so much. We're going to end with his social media. We'll put that on the screen so you can get in touch with him. Kam Dasani, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom with us.
Appreciate it. Thanks for having me.
That's it for now. We'll see you next time.